What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for hanging out with us, and if you haven't done yet, hit that like and subscribe button. We do appreciate that. So today we're gonna just reintroduce AJ's project, the wannabe M3, the one you buy if you can't afford it. No, I'm just kidding. You buy it because it's probably worth the money. We'll ask AJ if he thinks it's worth the money, but it's been through a lot of changes. It's been updated quite a bit. We're gonna go through what's been updated, and for those of you who are new to the channel, we're just gonna go over a 328i period, right? If you're looking to buy that or an M3, this will maybe help you make a decision on buying, maybe. So let's go, let's check it out. What's up, AJ, man? Welcome back to the channel. We haven't seen you in quite a little bit, man.
Yeah, since one of the TSX videos.
It's almost 2022, and yeah, it's been since a loose sway bar end link. We haven't seen you. That's neither here nor there. Today we're here for your 328i, man, and from what I can tell, it looks a little different. It definitely is looking quite a bit different. You guys can tell it's a whole different color. It's a different color, man.
It's blue.
That's Estroil blue, right? So it's a factory BMW color.
Yeah, off the M3s.
Now, why this blue?
It's beautiful.
It is.
Blue is my favorite color.
I have to admit, it is a beautiful blue. It's probably my favorite. That and what is it, Dakar yellow?
Dakar yellow?
Dakar yellow. Oop, sorry. They're gonna flame me in the comments for that one. But is it a full color change? Did you do the full trunk, the door jambs, and everything like that?
Everything except for under the hood. That's because I'll do that whenever this motor comes out.
Okay.
If another 2.8 liter goes into it, or future plans that we'll discuss later.
Okay.
But I'll do that myself. But door jams, the trunk, everything has been
nice.
So
now, what color for the people? What color was it before?
Black.
It was just a black, right? It's just a plain black.
I think it's like Schwartz black or something like that. Just
cool.
Plain black.
Okay.
So
yeah, I mean, I do like the Estroil blue quite a lot better than the black.
Oh yeah.
Let's go over some of the changes that have happened beyond the obvious color change. What else has gone changed with the car?
New set of Apex wheels. Last time you guys saw the car, I think we're at Streets.
Okay,
I had
Streets
the
of Willow.
Staggered setup.
Right.
Like 9.5 in the front, 8.5 in the rear. I don't remember the offsets. So now they're 17 by 9 plus 42.
Okay.
With a 245 40 17 Firehawk 500 Indy or Indy 500s.
Okay, that's a Firestone tire. That's what I run on the TSX as well.
And then I also have another set of 17 by 9 Apex wheels, but they're plus 42. So not as concaved, but those are my track wheels.
So walk us around the car a little bit again for those who are not familiar with the car, but what else has been done to the car?
Other than the color change.
Starting from the front.
Other than the color change, it's still a factory M3 bumper. Obviously the Apex wheels, we've had the studs since before we even did the coilover.
Right, it has the hard race studs, right?
Hard Motorsports.
Oh, hard
race. Sorry. Motorsports hardware.
Motorsports hardware, right, studs, right.
Still has the big brakes that you and I installed a couple years ago, except I changed the rotors. I ended up warping the Wagner rotors that we installed.
Okay.
And then I've also switched to a Hawk DTC 60 pad. The brake ducts are installed.
Right, okay.
We never got around to doing that, but they are in there. And then when I did the paint job, I put M3 moldings on the car as well.
Okay.
And then a replica LTW badge there instead of the M badge. You know, it's not a real M, so
right.
Bought off eBay. Exterior wise, it's all still the same. It's just blue, except for the moldings. We've already had the taillights. We already had the headlights.
And I see the Pikachu did not.
No, Pikachu stayed. My Yam got me this for Christmas one year, so I'm not gonna.
Oh, camotes.
Still has the depot taillights. You know, it's same car, just blue. Got rid of all the stickers everywhere.
I saw that. I noticed we got rid of the stickers. It looks a lot cleaner.
Yeah,
with no stickers for sure.
That one. And then exterior wise, we deleted the sunroof.
Yeah. I saw that. I remember you just telling me just recently that
installed a delete.
Right.
We'll check that out when we get on the inside here. Externally, it's other than the wheels and paint job, it's still pretty much the same car.
And then the sub-belt seats.
Yeah, so last time I think you guys saw the car, it had the Sparko still.
Yes. Yeah.
With the I don't remember if I had my seatbelt harness. I still have the seatbelt harness, it's just no cage.
Right.
So I picked up the seatbelt seat and picked up a matching one as well, and a matching harness.
Right, and I remember you also did the different seat bases, right? That's something you changed out.
So I have Brake Krause floor mount. So basically it's a floor mount and side mount built into one, and it pushes the seat over where you're centered with the steering wheel. Okay. And it also has hooks for your lap.
Oh, right, for the lap belt of your 5-point or 6-point.
Bar for your 6-point. So there's no drilling into the car.
Oh, nice.
There's already holes, but no drilling into the car, dealing with eye hoops and stuff like that. It's all built into the seat, which is bolted to the car. Nice. And I did that for both sides. So
yeah, I saw you got the matching one in there now.
Yeah, the matching seat. I've had this one for quite a while now. I think since late
So this
2019.
one's well broken in. Your butt groove is well broken into this one.
Yep.
I saw you upgraded the steering wheel as well.
Yep. So I got a seat belt. I don't know the exact part number. It's like SW465 or something like that. It's got a nice little dish, and we got a Momo hub with a Works bell quick release. So I can take off the steering wheel.
Nice.
Get in and out of the car easier because these seats are fixed.
Now, one thing I will notice is you went full Fast and the Furious on us.
Yeah, we brought it back to 2000.
Tell the people what I'm talking about.
We've got our A-pillar gauge pod here. Picked up some gauges to maintain, keep an eye on my important fluids, oil pressure, oil temp, coolant temp. There's not many options for this car that allows me to keep my AC.
I really dig the panel, dude. That really...
Yeah, just recently installed it, got it painted to color match. They come black ABS plastic. I mean, not 100% fitting, but, if anything really ever aftermarket 100% fitting, that's from Hard Motorsports.
Okay. Oh, so Hard... There you go, Hard Motorsports being repped all... Yeah, I know we have the Hard Motorsports.
Hardware Motorsports.
Oh, okay, so it's different.
Hard Motorsports, and then the brake ducts are from Hard Motorsports.
Well, there you go. Look at that. You're schooling a non-BMW guy on BMW parts, so the people know. And then we'll put the links in the description to some of these parts because I'm sure people are going to ask. Yeah. So I'll make sure to ask you. Just send me all the stuff, and I'll put it for the people to ask. Now, as far as engine-wise, what has been done to this car?
All right, take a look.
So we're under the hood. What do we got in here, man?
Motor-wise, it's stock. It's an M52 B28, which means it's a 2.8 liter.
Okay.
So other than the motor being stock, I do have a cold air intake from Dinan. The cooling system has been updated since. I went with a CSF Radiator. Okay. The Coil leaked.
Damn you, Coil.
And it was just
odd failure, but we run coils in all our other cars that we've had.
I'm not
no problems.
Coil at all. Yeah. I had coils in the P11.
Yeah.
Just it was leaking on my car. And then we have a strut bar here. I'm not sure the brand. Apparently it was made in Europe somewhere. Okay. And then I did an oil cooler. Nice. I've had it for about a year. And I finally installed it a couple weeks ago.
Oh, I saw that. You remember you reminding us about that. Yeah.
Other than that, the motor's pretty much bone stock. I got rid of the traction control. Okay. So it has a light for that all the time. And then new cowl when I got the car painted. The other one, the seal was all busted. And as you guys can see, the engine bay is black still.
Yeah. Well, that works because the car was black, even though the outside is the new estriol blue, it works because the engine base is black. Like if it would have been like a red 328i or something like that, and then it's like red engine bay, and you would have had to do it all. So this really works out.
And I don't know if this is true or not, but a lot of the rare M3 colors, such as the Storial Blue, the Avis, the violet, purple, techno
violet purple,
and the car yellow, they actually apparently came with black engine bays.
Oh, okay.
Don't know if it's true or not.
Okay.
I've seen somewhere people say yes, people say no.
So let us know down in the comments if you know if that's something that's true or AJ is just making that up.
Like I said, I didn't want to have to pull all this stuff out for them to paint the engine bay, for me to ruin it.
Right.
Whenever I have to pull this out or go to a future swap that, like I said, we'll discuss later.
I got you. So far, how have you enjoyed owning a 328?
I've actually thoroughly enjoyed it.
Nice.
With the diff swap that we did a while back as well. Right. Paired with this motor.
Now, what diff do you have in it?
I have an automatic M3, which is a 338. Okay. So 3.38 diff ratio, and it woke the car up.
What's the actual horsepower rating on this 2.8?
From the factory, on the paper, it's 190 horsepower and 210 foot-pounds of torque.
Oh, okay.
You lose.
So
Obviously, if we were
TSX numbers.
Something like that, yeah.
And I tease you. I'm kidding, because I drove it once when you were moving.
Yeah.
I didn't, I'm not into like pushing anybody's car that doesn't belong to me.
Yeah.
But
we'll go for a ride later.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. We'll do that.
You've driven plenty of Nissans in your life. You'll probably.
I'm over.
You know what?
I'm over Nissans. I'm over it. Don't tell anybody.
Where's RD?
No, don't tell anybody. But yeah, no, I did drive it. I could feel like it had plenty of pep as far as getting in and out of traffic. I didn't push it. So yeah, we'll take a ride in, and then I can't wait to see what that's like. But especially, I don't think I drove it after the gear change.
Yes, you drove it before the gear change.
Yeah. So
the gear change has been done since 2018.
Yeah.
I think it was right after Button Willow.
No, the exhaust on this, is this stock M3 exhaust still?
Well, it's the stock. Well, so the M3s and the 328 share the same exhaust. The only thing I did was actually put an M3 muffler on the car. Other than that, it's stock exhaust all the way down the back, stock cats. It passes smog.
What's the horsepower rating of the M3? Do you know? Is that
so? The American ones, the
E36,
the American E36s were 240 horsepower, 240 foot-pounds of torque.
And I know there was a Euro spec one, right?
Euro specs pushed like 330.
Okay, so
torque I don't remember.
So we'll just compare this to the American spec one, because this is an aftermarket shifter for sure. What shifter is this?
It's the Garagistic chassis mount.
Garagistic chassis mounted shifter. Yep. Now this one is still the one that gets a little hot though, right? Like it has
the heat will rise up into it while you're driving.
Full discretion. There's a little heat that comes out of it, but if you have a metal shift knob for your Honda, you know what that's like. When it's super cold, it's cold, and when it's hot, make sure you put a towel over it before you burn your hand and leave your fingerprints on there.
And track days, I have gloves.
Yeah. Well, don't BMW drivers always drive with gloves on? No?
Yeah.
Is that and a driving hat?
They're golf gloves?
And a driving scarf, right? BMW. I mean, that's what I always thought. That's why I didn't know you were a BMW guy, because I didn't see you as a scarf-wearing, glove-wearing kind of driver kind of thing. Although I do see that your hands are on the 3 and 9 position, so you're pretty by the book.
Yep.
This thing puts around pretty decently for a full set of full track coilovers, really.
Yeah, and all the mounts are solid.
Yeah, all the bushings are solid and everything too, right? Yeah.
Pretty solid, upgraded. It's got some nice NVH at idle and really low speeds, but once you start getting
that's the only place I can tell the NVH is when you're stopped. But other than that, once you're driving, I feel none of it. That full inline 6. Woo! That does not feel like 190 or 200 horsepower. That feels super torquey, dude.
Yeah, like I've said, it's all in the diff. The car never felt like that.
You could honestly make me believe that this car was underrated as far as horsepower goes, because that did not feel like whatever it is it's supposed to be at. That felt, you could feel the torque in that thing.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's torquey. When you're driving down the freeway, cruising at 75 miles an hour.
Yeah, well, for sure. Speed limit. Yeah. That's what we do around here. We do speed limit.
You don't have to drop a gear to pass somebody.
Yeah.
You can step on it, and
that's a hefty girl, man.
Yeah.
I'm pretty impressed. A lot of people seem to think 200 horsepower-ish isn't a lot, but total BMW sound coming out of this thing too.
Yeah, it's the intake makes it really noticeable.
Total BMW sound coming out of that thing. That thing sounds good, man.
Yeah.
That sounds really good. I'm impressed, AJ. I see why. I see the allure of owning a BMW and then wanting to go with the 328 over the M3. You save a little money. That money you could save it for upgrades, you could save it for additional parts. You can really make it look like an M3 and still have quite a bit of performance, because the 318 is a completely different thing, right?
The 318, depending on if it's a TI or not.
Right.
This is the 328, but the chassis between the 325.
The 325 is the one below the 328. Okay, got it.
And then there's a 318 that's a coupe like this, or you can get the
Oh, you mean the one, the 318 is usually for the people who also ride the short bus, right?
Daniel.
Okay, right. Okay, now I get it.
Yep.
Got it. So this is the one to buy if you have maybe like an $8,000 budget. And is it, do I want to spend $8,000 all on one M3 and not touch it for a long time?
Yeah.
And not make it my own? Or do I want to buy this, spend $4,000 maybe? I don't know what they're going for nowadays. $4,000 for a decent one?
$5,000.
Spend another $3,000 on maybe the wheels, brakes, coilovers, and everything else that would make them pretty fun.
Yeah, and as you guys may have seen in the past, you can do the 330 E36 Brake.
I can't get over
There's a bunch of asses on the street.
These asses on the street. I'm telling you, there's 4 donkeys just roaming around, just having their way with the neighborhood. So AJ, thanks a lot, man, for taking the time to, you know, give us a little long-term review, because I don't think you've had really that many issues with the 328 IS since you've owned it, right? Other than it's not an M3, but that's not even really an issue.
No.
Because that's actually a positive in this sense.
In my case.
Yeah, in your case, right.
Yeah.
So again, thanks a lot for being here with us, taking the time out, giving me a ride in it. That was actually, you know what? I have to say, the car rides nice. It's on Fortune Auto 510s. It rides nice. I see why you love it. I see why the intrigue in the E36 chassis. It's a great looking car. Thanks again. And any words of encouragement for anybody looking for a 328, other than just get one now before the prices go up?
Just an island boy, trying to make it.
With those words of wisdom, thanks to AJ. Thank you guys for joining us today as I look over to the monitor to make sure I'm recording this time, because I've done this twice now. Like and subscribe.